Welcome, Westside Pirate fans. Another edition of Lady Pirate Volleyball coming at you tonight here. Our pregame show coming up. My name is Cody Olsen. I am here in Malad in the lair of the Dragons as we get ready for another volleyball matchup tonight. For those of you that may not know or are trying to figure out what is going on with our camera tonight, we are doing an audio-only broadcast tonight due to the NFHS and an agreement with Malad. They want to keep that exclusivity with their video tonight, which is totally okay with us. We're just going to be doing the audio only. For those of you on mylocalradio.com, you're going to see a nice little graphic here of keeping the score. This is a 2A Southeast Idaho Conference matchup between the Pirates and the Dragons tonight, and it should be really, really fun. We are scheduled in about 18 and a half minutes approximately to get ready for some volleyball varsity action. We just got done with the JV action. Malad takes it 2-0 over the Westside JV team. As we get ready and settle into our pregame show, we want to say thank you not only to the listeners tonight, but to all of our sponsors that help this broadcast out so very, very much. We are able to get this graphic and this score to you tonight. Special thanks to Les Schwab Tires out of North Logan. They keep track of all the scores for the entire school year for both the Preston Indians and the Westside Pirates. They are a big contributor and a huge supporter of Westside Athletics and part of our broadcast tonight. As we continue on here, we're going to be hearing from on our pregame show, we're going to be hearing from North Star's Ultimate Outdoors for the scene set today. Our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show / Outstanding Student Interview. And then after that, we'll get our Keys to the Game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. And to round things off, before we get ready for First Serve, we'll hear from Webb Funeral Home to give you the starting lineups tonight. We thank you again for joining us, getting some volleyball action here tonight. We'll come back to you in just a second here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome back here to our audio-only broadcast of Westside Pirate Volleyball here against the Dragons in Malad tonight. Really, really good atmosphere. As I look across the crowd, I see a lot of orange, but I also see a lot of maroon located right underneath me. I'm located right on the right corner, I'm located here on the right side of the gym looking across kitty corner to the student section. Opposite from me across the Malad Dragons logo in the center of the hardwood. Now is the time for us to go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsors that make this broadcast possible. We'll go ahead and turn it over to them and bring you back with more action and a little bit of a scene set today, brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors right after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth as part of our MyLocalRadio.com pregame show today. We're going to go ahead and dive into our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. As out here, first of all, let me give you a little lay of the land out here in the gym for Malad. The Dragons in their black tops, white and orange accents that run down their side. They look really, really good. Orange numerals with black bottoms, it seems like, for the Dragons tonight. As for the Pirates, they're going to be rocking their maroon with white trim and silver numerals, black bottoms for them. And the libero, Sammy Roberts, rocking that silver gray almost. We're going to hear from Sammy Roberts later on in the broadcast as part of our outstanding student interview. But to kind of set the scene here in Malad, really good turnout, great environment, great gymnasium, great crowd. We get more and more into it as we look at our very first conference matchup here in Malad. We saw what we did against Soda Springs earlier, and the Westside Pirates talked a lot about being perfect. They're trying to reach that perfection. They're trying to get all of their passes, the receiving, they're trying to refine it down to a science almost. Like, well, I want to say an art. Is it an art or a science? Doesn't matter, but it's been working well for the Pirates up until this point. Try to avoid those mistakes tonight. We'll talk about that as part of our keys to the game. The Pirates taking on Malad. As for Malad 5-4 overall on the year. They beat Firth 2-0. They also beat Grace 2-0, sweeping them in the set department, but lost to Preston in a sweep 2-0 there. So middle of the road here for Malad, although as I look across the hardwood, they look very well oiled. They look like they're working together. Their warm-ups are very much in sync. So it should be a really good matchup tonight against the Westside Pirates. We apologize not being able to give you the video feed tonight per request of an agreement between Malad High School and the NFHS. We are not able to give you that feed tonight, but we can give you audio, and I hope that that is somewhat sufficient. I'll try my absolute very best to paint the picture for you tonight. And when I fall short, I'll know that you forgive me. Let's go ahead and continue on as part of our pregame show. We'll hear from our outstanding student. That is Sammy Roberts. Sammy talked with me a little bit about volleyball. She talked with me a little bit about student council, getting ready for Halloween, what that entails happening at the Westside High School. And she also talked a little bit about softball, which I'm incredibly excited to cover later on in the spring. Just give us a little while. We have to make it through a long winter. And then when things start to thaw, we can touch up on softball. Let's go ahead, take a break, and come back and hear from Sammy Roberts as our outstanding student and our interview as part of the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show today.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes, it's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Welcome back, Westside fans, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. I am Cody Olsen, joined here with Sammy Roberts. You see her on the volleyball court, softball diamond, student council. She's everywhere here for Westside. Sammy, talk to me a little bit about what it's like. First, let's talk about weather, right? It's super hot before. Now it's a little bit cooler. Do you prefer the hot weather or do you prefer the cold weather?
Definitely the hot weather, for sure.
Why is that?
Well, because it's warmer and sunnier, and vitamin D is always good.
There you go. Shout out to the Vitamin D squad. That's right. Sammy, we could go so many different directions with this interview. Let's start with volleyball. It's happening right now. 3 matches this week. How do you feel like the team has been progressing? Do you feel like you've been improving, collectively as a team from, I think it was like our tri-match against Grace forever ago until this point? How do you guys feel now?
I feel like we've grown a lot. We've definitely come together more, too, as well as a team and, as a family. I think skill-wise, practice has definitely helped a lot, and a lot of drills and everything has helped us gain more control with passing and hitting and things like that to help us, obviously, again, be more in control. But to make sure that we're not making, silly mistakes and that we're talking more, and so those things won't happen.
Sammy, as the libero, the defensive focus for you, do you feel like a lot of that responsibility of keeping that focus relies on your shoulders? How do you help the team?
Sometimes, yeah. I do think that I help the team mostly just with talking. I feel like that's always been kind of some of my things. But I do think, though, that a lot of different players have a lot of different roles. I think mostly for me on the court, though, is just to kind of talk, to remember, to kind of help people. I'm always yelling at everyone that we need to cover our hitters and stuff like that. But yeah.
Sammy, where did the jumping high 10 come from? The traditional, like, get everybody out on the court. How did it start?
It started with Maddie Barzee, the libero, before last year. I don't know if she did that because of someone else, but I remember she always did that, and that always helped everyone kind of smile and get ready for the set to start. And I always liked it when she did that, so I continued to do that, and I think it's always fun.
I like it. It's a fun tradition. I go out there no matter what. I mean, you have to get pretty high for some of the girls out there. It's pretty fun. I mean, we have so much to talk about. Let's stop for volleyball. Let's move on to student council. Seniors won the Spirit Bowl, and that was awesome. What was the Spirit Bowl, and what did the seniors have to do to win?
So the Spirit Bowl is basically just like a huge competition in between each of the grades, and we started it for the first time last year. The student council did, and basically it's to include everyone and to get their spirit so that we can have a lot more school spirit and to encourage people to come to like the student section. But it's a lot of just really, really funny games and like relays and stuff like that the seniors had to win. And it's just like an accumulative of points. So the seniors got the most points and we ended up winning.
And what was their reward?
Oh, it's a lunch, which is actually tomorrow for Tuesday, that the student council makes for the seniors.
It's exciting. You talked to me a little bit about also a Halloween dance. What goes into planning that kind of stuff?
Well, we have to plan like where it's going to be, and like we have to find a DJ and refreshments and how it's going to be set up and stuff like that. And so there's a lot more planning than I thought would ever be when I first came into student council this year. So it's definitely gives you more appreciation for student council.
What event or what really inspired you to want to do student council for Westside?
Well, last year, I watched the student council come up with super fun assemblies like the Spirit Bowl, which was the first time we had it, was last year. And they all looked like they were having so much fun, and our student council was a huge group of friends. And so I was like, well, I want to be in there with all my friends and have a huge group of friends and plan all these fun activities together. And so that's the main reason why.
You know, Sammy, one last portion of what we're going to talk about includes softball. And I actually did one softball game last year. It was really, really exciting. Not the outcome that we wanted, but if you were to preview what you're looking for softball next year, what is it going to look like, and how excited are you?
I'm pretty excited. Definitely, I do think that last year was our year, but we do have a lot of seniors this year. Our class is huge. And so I'm excited, and I think that we could definitely be successful. I think really and truly the only like main problem we had is we would psych ourselves out or just kind of like little simple stuff like that. So I'm hoping that this year we can like really dial in and just fix those easy things. And I think if we were to do that, we could really go somewhere.
You know, it's said quite often that sports, whether it be volleyball, basketball, football, softball, you name it, is said to be 90% mental and 10% physical. Do you agree with that, and why?
Absolutely. We talk about it all the time, especially in softball, because when you're hitting, it's always a mental game because we can all hit a ball. My dad always tells me that it's so easy, but I'm like, it's not. But it's definitely very much percent mental because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to go anywhere. And I struggled with that for a while too. And I had a lot of talks with my coach where he's helped me with that and how to grow and what to do with my hitting. And sometimes it's not, you're doing everything right and you're going through the motions and you're doing the drills, but sometimes you just need to flip that switch in your head and you'll be able to bang it over the fence if you do.
There you go. It's all mental. You got to unlock your full potential. Sammy Roberts here on 105.5 KACH. Thank you, Sammy. Anything else you want to say before we get ready for some more volleyball?
No, thank you. Hopefully it'll be a good week.
It will be. Absolutely. Thank you so very much. Back into the booth. Thank you, as that was my really fun interview that I had with Sammy Roberts. She talked a lot about student council. She talked a lot about volleyball, softball, you name it. Just seems like a very high-energy, infectious person in terms of personality and fun, and she adds to the element of what this team represents out onto the court. 4.5 minutes until we get ready for our opening serve. We'll come back to you immediately right after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back, West Side fans, to our broadcast here tonight. Audio only is what we're going to be getting here. That's why we have a little bit of a... that's why we don't have a video feed for you tonight, unfortunately. Well, time to dip into our Naylor Insurance keys of the game. Naylor Insurance, your friend in the insurance game, here to help you in Preston. Number one, for the West Side Pirates, they're at that point now getting headlong into the season. You're at, really starting to get into that conference play now. You have to avoid the errors, the ones that you make when you're getting back into volleyball shape. If you avoid those errors, it's really hard to beat this West Side Pirate team. Against Malad tonight, serve and receive will have to continue to be on the forefront of the mind. You might be sick of it, but the girls are not. This is completely drilled into their head every single week. Presence in the middle. Try and make things a little bit difficult. Contest something at the line. Watching Malad warm up, they have some outside hitters that can very, very much put it away on you. So let's go ahead and thank Naylor Insurance for their keys to the game, the friend in the insurance game in Preston. Now, after we heard from Sammy Roberts, we'll dip into our starting lineups tonight. We'll read off what Malad High School has in terms of a varsity roster. Numerically in order, a pair of sophomores: number 1, Brinley Oglesby; number 2, Aniston Tovey; number 3, Wrigley Peterson; number 4, Adley Kimberling. She's going to be the setter, I believe, for the Dragons tonight. Number 5, Riley Hammer; number 6, Camia Bean. Bean was one of those ones that I've watched out on the court right now really wind up and does something spectacular as an outside hitter. Number 7, Abby Rosenquist. Number 8, Izzy Haycock, the freshman. Number 9, Tegan Daniels, the sophomore. Number 10, Journey Tovey. Number 12, Caitlin Pickett. Number 13, Haley Horsley. Number 14, Aubrey Clough. Number 15, Boston Combs. And number 20, Katie Allen. That is your starting lineup, or rather the roster, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home for the Malad Dragons, the trusted name in the funeral home business in Preston since 1925. Special sponsors of Westside Pirate Athletics. For the Pirates tonight, we're close to getting the girls to come out and line up, but I'll go ahead and go through right now what we will see. You'll be seeing Samantha Roberts, Abby Fuller, Lainey Jane Beckstead, Britta Grimm, Natalie Lemon, Audrey Gunderson, number 19, Marley Newton, Sara Mariscal, number 25, number 28, Paige Camo, and number 40, Holly Croft. As each teams have lined up now onto their respective sides of the court, I believe we're going to be able to get a rendition of the national anthem. Yes, we will. We'll go ahead and take a break, come back to you in just a second here on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back, Westside Pirate fans, here as we get our PA announcer in the gym announcing the starting lineups for the Westside Pirates. Sammy Roberts, Paige Camo, the last ones mentioned. Before her, Natalie Lemon, Lainey Jane Beckstead, Abby Fuller, Sada Mariscal, and Britta Grimm. Here come the Lady Dragons. And we've already touched up a little bit on the Dragons so far. Izzy Haycock, first one mentioned for the Dragons. Number 3, Wrigley Peterson.
Number 4, junior Adley Kimberling.
Adley Kimberling, number 4, the junior for the Lady Dragons.
13, a junior
Hallie Horsley, a junior, number 13.
Number 6, a senior Camilla Bean.
Camilla Bean, number 6. Number 7, Abby Rosenquist. Briley Oglesby. And head volleyball coach Cammie Tripp. Was not able to get in contact with Coach Tripp tonight, but hopefully we'll be able to get something for us on Saturday as part of the tri-match between the Lady Indians and the Lady Eagles of March Valley, as Westside will go out there and compete Saturday afternoon. Welcome back here to our pregame show, and that will be wrapped up each side. The Lady Dragons located on the left side of the court, Lady Pirates here on the right. Looking at this from near side kitty corner across the way, the Malad student section decked out in all whites. They're almost doing the Halloween type of stuff. I see a ghost out there, I see a sailor, and in front of them the cheerleaders for the Dragons. Our near side judge checking everybody's number for the Pirates, and then we'll get a quick substitution. Sammy Roberts coming all the way up for Paige Camo. Natalie Lemon on the far side, back into the middle. Lainey Jane Beckstead, and then the big one, Abby Fuller on the near side. Britta Grimm in that substitution there. So getting ready for some volleyball action. Thank you so much for joining us on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, as well as on mylocalradio.com. 0-0, starting set number 1 for the Dragons and the Pirates here in Malad. Set to serve Adley Kimberling. She'll send it across the tape, back right corner, received by Madi Skull. Far side to near side attack for Fuller, just across the top. Dug up on the back line, right side. Here, that one, laser beam off of Madi Skull into the ceiling and down. That one, and you're gonna have to look out for Haley Horsley. She puts the Dragons up 1 on that first kill. Roberts receives in the middle, set up to the left for Fuller, and Fuller just a hair outside. And I thought that one looked good, but I'm on the far side of the court. It was really close to hitting that white back line, and that's going to be 2 quick points for Malad. One off of an error from Fuller I thought was really close. Mariscal again off of the ceiling, collected, and hits the flag portion from where our American flag had dropped down from the rafters. It juts out a little ways, and the ball looked like it was going to be landing in a good spot, but instead hits off the rafters and off of that appliance and down. 3-0 for the Dragons. Mariscal receives on the back line. Beckstead out to the left for Fuller. Just tried to tap it, dances on the tape, and falls down onto the west side portion of the court. Fuller had the good idea of getting that one to kind of in that sweet spot where the defense had vacated. Roberts receives on the back line. Beckstead again out to Fuller. 4th time's the charm, received on the back line by Peterson. Block attempt, futile on the right side as Lemon and Beckstead go up to try and meet Hallie Horsley. And Horsley knocks it down. 5-0 for the Dragons. Off of Mariscal and out of bounds, and a quick 6 points for Malad. And they come out swinging, and a quick timeout. Got to stop that momentum. No points for Westside. 6 for Malad early on in this one. We'll come back to you in just a second on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Back into the action here. Adley Kimberling to serve for the Dragons, received by Roberts right at the free throw line. Beckstead out to the left for Fuller, and she puts that one on a laser beam and out, shooting to the near side into the stands out the left. And Fuller gets the Pirates on the board for the first time tonight. 1-6 is your score. Finally, ball will go back, and that momentum I feel like stopped. 1-6, Lemon across the tape, received by the libero. Oglesby right side, and it's just over the top. A soft touch there from Horsley. Horsley takes it back immediately. 7-1, and Malad streaking out to a substantial lead. 7-2-1 serve, Horsley. Diving dig by Mariscal, left side, tip over by Fuller. Dug up in the middle by Kimberling. Right side attack off the front of the tape. Roberts has it shoot behind herself. Roberts made that mistake, came over to the coach and said, "That's my fault. I'm trying to make that circle with my hands." It slipped right through. It goes out the back line and out. 8-1. Horsley, I mean, I am impressed with her so far. Her service, great so far. Roberts pushed over by Mariscal at the 10-foot line. Oglesby in the middle, set from Kimberling to the outside. A block down onto the Pirate hardwood, shooting off and ricocheting to the left. 9-1. Malad looking stellar at the moment. Horsley into the tape and down. Maybe perhaps the only thing that can stop the Dragons at this point is themselves. 2-9. Service for the Pirates. Beckstead sitting back there, cleaning off her white shoes either side. Gives that L approach from the right corner of the court. Across the tape, received by Horsley. Oglesby out to her left, and an attack far out and away from Peterson. 3-2. Beckstead back again. In a 6-point hole currently. Beckstead right-handed serve across, taken by Oglesby in the middle. Kimberling right side attack, dug up by Roberts. Beckstead will feed Fuller out to the left. Big right and down. I mean, it is just a clinic being put on by Fuller and Horsley, and it looks pretty. Back again to Beckstead, standing on the Malad Dragons baseline in the black. Comes across, service, again taken by Horsley. Diving out of bounds and to the right, keeping it in and pushed over by Rosenquist. Beckstead, far out to the left for Fuller, and she taps it over. Pancake dig by the Dragons, and that is returned back to west side. Beckstead in the middle this time for Grimm, who punches it a hair outside and to the left. Too far. 4-10. Briley Oglesby, the sophomore and libero, will slap it over to Fuller in the near corner. Beckstead comes in and feeds back to Fuller on the left. Oglesby over return back to west side. In the middle, Beckstead high and behind to herself. Lemon, no, that's Newton. Newton took a shot with her left hand. It came off awkward, but it caught the Dragons off guard on the right side. Falls down, and that's the first kill for her. Received in the middle, an attack far out and away. Did somebody touch it? No, says our officials. Haycock. Six to 10. Kimberling in the middle for Haycock, and that one's pushed over. Roberts receives. Left side attack for Madi Skal, and that sails long. Six to 11 back to the Dragons. Over to west side, received on the back row. Beckstead gets it back in play and saves it underneath the net. And the ball goes into the basket as Roberts bumped it. Didn't have it on the right angle. It goes off the backboard and in. Would have been really cool in basketball, but for volleyball, that's another point for Malad. Roberts, deep squat receiving on the back line. Beckstead will feed Mariskal on the left. Open palm, soft, received by the Dragons. Right side setup and down off of the fingertips in the front line and out. Another kill there by Bean. Camilla Bean. 13 serving 6. Roberts committed and then pulled back at the last second as that ball goes out the back line and out. West side in a little bit of a deficit right now. Substituting in Aniston Tovey. Roberts serves with the left hand, received by Horsley. Kimberling feeding to the right for Bean over the top and received well. Mariskal will return the block, and that one goes out as it was returned back to west side, and Roberts tried to get it up underneath, and it goes sailing over the top of the antenna and out of bounds. Service by Peterson. Roberts received on the back right corner. In the middle, Fuller slapping it right to the back line. Dragons setting up something. Tovey pushes it back to Fuller, right side. Beckstead in the middle, short setup, and Lemon has it blocked. Lemon tried to go soft, and it got returned right back to her, and not quick enough. On the reaction was Newton and Roberts. Dragons have more than doubled the score from the Pirates. Fuller takes it. Left side setup for Mariskal off of the fingertips. Oglesby. And a little punch over on a side like swipe right on the Dragons logo from Adley Kimberling. And she gets a kill of her own. Another timeout taken by Melinda Royer. We'll take it as well. Second one of the first quarter, or rather set. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Reception by the Pirates, setting up Natalie Lemon, who goes with her left hand and hits it just inside the right corner in front of the judge in the tower here. West Side gets that first points out of the timeout as they did the last time, 18-6. Set up on the right, dug up. That was a laser beam. Roberts and Mariscal kind of in a tangle. Beckstead kicks it with her right foot right in front of the West Side Pirate bench, and it was going to be called dead because Mariscal went underneath the net as she was diving and tumbling over bodies. 17 serving 8, Pirates up. Beam lobs it to the right corner. Fuller comes in front, saved by Beckstead going out of bounds and pushed over by Lemon. Kimberling, right side attack for Horsley into the net. Horsley off on that firing of the cannon. We'll give possession back to West Side. 9 serving 17 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard, doing the right thing since 1952. Kimberling right side for Horsley again, goes soft over the front of the line. Commode digs, dump set by Beckstead. Fuller tries to go to the back row, and that hits. Perfect placement by Fuller as she launched it off of her forehead right on the Dragon logo from right to left, and it comes down and hits the white line on the back. Pirates within 10. Mariscal with the birthday yesterday. She serves. Deep squat, Kimberling setting up Horsley on the right side. Off of the fingertips of Lemon and out. Another kill for Horsley. Malad looking well oiled. Looking like a machine out there right now collectively as a team. 18-16 service from Kimberling, received by Mariscal, goes shooting out of bounds, and Beckstead puts her body on the line, throwing her right hand up in a fist and diving into the bleachers, not in time. An ace for the Dragons. Left side of the court, service from Kimberling into the middle. Roberts grabs it. Beckstead to Fuller. Sets it off of her forehead into the middle of the Dragons. Horsley slaps it too far. Cross court to the right and out the back. No good on that placement. Pirates still within 8 on our Les Schwab scoreboard. Horsley receives. Kimberling back to Bean in the middle. Lemon too late. Bumps it off of her forearms and then goes shooting into the banners located in the back right corner of the Pirates. Nine-point cushion for the Lady Dragons. Horsley has no one take a dive, and Mariscal try to commit for it, and it goes off of her and out the back line. An ace. An ace, an ace, an ace, says our student section across the way. 21-11 on the Les Schwab scoreboard. Horsley, for every 5 fantastic highlight plays, she's just put a few of them into the net for an error, and she does so right there. Back to 9-point difference. Beckstead. L approach, jumping serve across, taken by Horsley. Kimberling to the sophomore Peterson on the right, dug up in a counterattack from Fuller. Low and across the tape, but nobody touches it, and it shoots too far out the back. 22-12. Oglesby to Roberts on the right side. Beckstead feeding to the left for Fuller, into the arms and down for a kill. Caitlin Pickett receiving that one right into her wrist, and it falls down onto the hardwood. 13 serving 22, Pirates behind. Across and taken by Horsley, right smack dab in the middle. Kimberling back to Horsley, lightly pushed over, 10-foot line dug up by Roberts. Beckstead to the left for Mariscal, and she is off from cross court left to right. Goes into the student section. A little ways off there. Malad inching closer to the first set victory. They're only 2 away. They're up 23-13 on our Les Schwab North Logan scoreboard. Tovey, the sophomore, to Mariscal on the left, high in the middle for Camo, and she punches that one, blocked by Bean. Malad to Horsley off the top of the tape, and Camo thought it went past her, but it got hung up on the top and came down right past her head. She was looking towards the back, trying to look for something, and Horsley looking really good in her attacks right there. Set point received by Roberts in the middle. Beckstead back to Mariscal, and she pushes that one. Almost would have been out of bounds, but Peterson's there to save her. Peterson counters, and that goes into the net. Pirates stay alive for the time being. Down 10, 14-24 in set number 1, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Wyoming, and Idaho. Roberts has that set end off of a service error in her left hand, and that will be it. 25-14 in favor of the Dragons. Malad up 1-0 over the Pirates, and we're going to get a little bit of a swapping of sides. We'll change that on our scoreboard here. Back again after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth here in Malad. The first set going to the Dragons, 25-14. They came out to a hot start, led early, and maintained that lead. Although the Westside Pirates took those timeouts to try and stop momentum, they scored the first points out of timeouts, but the Dragons go right back to Horsley, and she has been bread and butter for the Lady Dragons here tonight. She's put it down onto the hardwood when it absolutely mattered, and she keeps and maintains that momentum regardless of those timeouts. A real challenge right now for the Westside Pirates to overcome. They are down 1-0 to Malad here early in this volleyball matchup. Audio only tonight, and I'm also kind of standing in a corner of the gym. A little bit difficult to keep stats tonight, although right now, no real leaders. Fuller has had a few come off of her arms and really put it away and done a really great job leading in terms of kills for the Pirates tonight, although it was not enough to match the onslaught. And, really the combined power I've been seeing Horsley, Bean, and Peterson. Those three have really done it in for the Pirates and keeping the Pirates on their toes defensively. And I mean, when those balls are coming across the tape, they're hitting forearms and absorbing a lot of energy, but still shooting up into the top of the roof, going who knows how many miles an hour. But I'll tell you what, wouldn't be surprised if I saw some indents hurts to go off. West side will serve. Sada Mariscal right in the paint, center back line. Over return almost from the Pirates. Slapped over, back over to West side. Fuller will slap with her right hand down the line. Horsley across the tape and in. Hits the line from left to right. Placement from Horsley. Finding the mark. Kimberling across and taken by Mariscal in the middle. Beckstead has it blocked and it gets caught up in the tape. Beckstead really smart to kind of just tip that one over. Pirates try to dig it up underneath the net on the logo, but it gets hung up and down onto the hardwood. We got a tie ball game early in the second set, brought to you by Level 10 Life. Lemon in the middle and a soft underbelly. A couple Dragons collapse on it right on top of the three-point line, but then after it is initially dug up off the hardwood, nobody there to help her out. 2-1 and an ace for Lemon. Into the middle, Horsley receives right at the spot before. They'll feed her out to the left and a double touch. Either way, a double touch or into the net does not matter. Pirates out 3-1 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Lemon, again service off the top of the tape, and it hits the back of Katie Allen, who was coming back to watch the offense receive it, but because it got touched and lost momentum, it just bounces off of her back and down. 4-1. Horsley into the middle. They'll feed her back out on the left, and it's blocked by Britta Grimm and Beckstead. Here we go. Pirates feeling it now. Malad went out to an early lead in the first set. Now the Pirates up 5-1. 5 serving 1. Lemon back there again. Taken by Oglesby. Kimberling, dump set. Diving dig by Camo. Fuller into the net. Horsley to serve for the Lady Dragons. She'll go out the baseline and come up to the volleyball court, slap it with the right hand, and it goes sailing far and long. Immediately returned possession-wise back to the Pirates, 6-2. You're reading here on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Second set, Malad up 1-0 in that category, although trailing early on here in this second one. Beckstead over into the right corner by Horsley. Kimberling setting up in the middle. An attack by Rosenquist out the far right corner. A little bit too much there. 7-2. 7 serving 2, retaining the Pirates. Beckstead, deep squat. Oglesby set up to the left, and Peterson softly touches it up. Beckstead feeds Fuller out on the left side, and she goes with a soft touch. Dug up twice by the Dragons and pushed over at the 10-foot line. Roberts to Beckstead in the middle. Back set to the right. Newton with the left punch. Dragons counterattack on the right. Peterson sails it long. And a tale of two different sets right now as you see Pirates coming out hard and fast in the second one, and Malad not able to keep it in bounds here. That's what we've seen in terms of comparison from the last set. Kimberling out to Peterson, dug up by Mariscal in the back. Beckstead at the tape, high in the air for Grimm. She pushes it off of her forehead. Oglesby on the back line. Back set to the right. Taken by Mariscal and the Pirates. A quick one from Fuller, and she goes into the soft area, dug up by Peterson. Quick feet from her. Beckstead dumps it, and that finds its mark in the middle at the 10-foot line. It's exciting, and a timeout taken by the Dragons. We'll take it as well. Back after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching, These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome back here to our second set. The Westside Pirates leading the Lady Dragons 9-2 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Numero number 5, Lainey Beckstead to serve across the tape from left to right. Taken on the back line by Horsley, shoots above her head and out to the right. Pushed over by Peterson near her own bench. Beckstead in the middle, setting up Fuller on the left, and that one falls inbounds right in front of the hoop in the paint and in front of the back line. Another kill from Fuller. Can't help but get excited for this. Beckstead again to serve. Over and top and through the woods, out. Too far. Service error from Beckstead, and that's one that the Pirates have really tried to, not necessarily specifically for Beckstead, but the service error is one they're trying to cut back on as we get into conference play. Beckstead in the middle, punch blocked by Grimm, and Peterson goes to the back line. Mariscal is there. Beckstead out to the left for Fuller, and she goes long and far, a little bit too far out the back line again. Don't look now, but the Dragons 2 straight points. Service from Oglesby off of the top of the ceiling from Mariscal and pushed over again by Fuller. Horsley to Kimberling, back to Horsley, and she launches that one far and away. Out the back again, 11-4 now for the Pirates. Fuller, dug up by Oglesby. An attack on the left, finding the back right corner for the Dragons. Ball gets tossed back to Haycock. Haycock has her serve put into the net. (12-5) now in set number 2. Dragons up 1-0 in the set category. Westside trying to match. Mariscal over return, tried to bump it down, not finding its place. Peterson out and away into the student section, touches nothing. 13-5. I've got to say, an incredible turnaround in what was, I thought, going to be a lot of domination from the Dragons tonight. Turns immediately into a game as the Pirates come up short, and Newton has that one touch her fingers and fall down on top of her as she went up on the tape to block on the right side. 13-6. Roberts on the left receives. In the middle for Lemon. Can't find it. Hits the back padding and too far again for the Pirates. Peterson over into Fuller in the middle. Beckstead back set to the left. Newton has that one blocked on top of her. And that's going to be 4 hits as it kind of went into the net more than anything. That's why they called the 4 hits on her. 8 serving 13, and Beckstead digs it up after a weird return. Near side setup for Horsley, and that goes for Roberts' face. She has to protect herself. Up with the palms near her nose, and it goes into the stands. Here comes Malad again. Peterson in the middle, service taken by Fuller off of one knee. Beckstead to her left for Mariscal, and that's blocked back onto the Pirates side. Slapped over by Newton. Kept alive and taken by Peterson. Over to Fuller in the back row. Beckstead again will set up Mariscal on the left. That one gets through the arms of Bean and comes near side and down in front of the Malad Dragon bench. Ball back to Marley Newton. Couple bounces off the hardwood, her left hand. Taken by Horsley on the left. Kimberling back to Horsley, left side attack. Roberts and Fuller there to receive. Attack in the middle from Lemon. off of Peterson and off the roof. A quick 1-2 and placement in between Fuller and Roberts as they both dive each respectively to either side, collecting themselves and touching in the middle right at the right elbow. Goes through them and out of bounds. Another kill for Horsley. 14-10 on the Les Schwab scoreboard. Roberts comes up and receives on her left. Beckstead into the middle for Lemon. That one sent back to her over the top of the tape. And a couple different blocks by the front line of Malad, right down on top of Natalie Lemon. In the middle, Abby Rosenquist. Lady Dragons making up the difference after they found themselves down early in the second set. Bean has that one come off of her arms. Awkward, and that one goes low into the net for a service error. Mariscal. Happy birthday yesterday to Sada, collected by Oglesby. Left side attack from Horsley. Takes a dive. That was a sinker of a kill attempt there from Horsley. It goes right in front of Fuller and down. Pirates holding on to a 3-point lead has been cut down drastically as we've moved progressively into the second set. Kimberling to Mariscal. Beckstead out to her left for Fuller. Large wind up and down against Ogilby's forearms. Another kill for Fuller. Natalie Lemon now. Over and atop the tape. Peterson receives. Left side setup for Horsley. Blocked by Grimm, but it goes out of bounds. It was returned back onto Dragon's side of the court, but it was just a hair out and to the left. 13-16. Mariscal in the middle. Weird over return, and it's collected and received. Bailed out. Dump set from Kimberling as Beckstead was out of position after saving it on the near side. Kimberling throws that one in the middle. Pirates call a timeout with a 2-point lead, 16-14 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back to the second set, brought to you by Level 10 Life. The Dragons have fought back after a deficit, being down 7-1. Service by Horsley, and it's saved by Mariscal. It was going to go out of bounds. And Coach Royer not happy as Mariscal definitely gave points or bailed out the Dragons there. Set up from Beckstead into the middle for Grimm. Punches that one down and in. Grimm hits the left block. High elbow on the right side of the court in Dragon territory. Beckstead across the top of the tape, received by Oglesby in the middle of the 10-foot line, left side set up for Peterson. She winds up and is just out. From left to right, sailing out the back line. 2 straight points for the Pirates. Cannot afford little mistakes in this one. Oglesby receives on the back line, a dump set taken by Peterson up in the air. Roberts out to her left for Fuller. That one is blocked by Rosenquist. (18-15) on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Fuller on the right side receives. They'll feed back to her, and she winds up, and the whole West Side Pirates say that it was touched. And the reversal, no reversal They'll keep it at points to the Pirates and a kill for Fuller. Had to double check myself. 19-15. Horsley receives just above her head out to the left. Peterson with the open palm right to Roberts on the left side. Pirates attack with Camo, and it came off a little bit awkward, but it keeps the Dragons open and honest. Pushed over by Peterson on the left, and that one will stay out to the left, far and away over onto the Pirates side of the court. 20-15, Fuller over for Horsley. Kimberling back set to the right. Out and to the left, from right to left, an attack there from Caitlin Pickett. 21-15 for the Pirates, another timeout taken by the Lady Dragons. Right after this, coming back to you with the conclusion of the second set on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back here to the second set. The Pirates leave 21-15 over top of the Lady Dragons after the Lady Dragons took the first set. They're up 1-0 in that category. Les Schwab, Logan North Store keeping us in the know for the set department. Peterson winds up and hits it. Momentum taken away from the Pirates. Back to the Dragons after a Peterson kill. Inches them a little bit closer. Aniston Tovey, 16 serving 21. Roberts on the back line, takes it, set up to the right for Mariscal. Horsley, deep squat high up in the air. They'll counterattack with Peterson. Off of Britta Grimm's fingers, and it changed the trajectory of the ball down onto the hardwood in the middle of the floor. 17-21. Across again, Roberts gets down on one knee, receives it. Beckstead out behind herself, and Grimm goes across court to Kimberling. Pushed over by Horsley. In the middle, Roberts. Right side attack from Mariscal, and it's sent back right to her and down onto the Dragon logo on her own side of the court. A block again from the front line of the Lady Dragons. Like it was drawn up in the huddle. Dragons are coming back after 3 straight points, 18-21. Mariscal this time gets it across the tape, but the Dragons receive and recover. Soft touch and a great dive and dig from Roberts on the back line. Another setup from Malad. Off of the tape and sent back to the Lady Dragons. Dumps it, and that one will find its mark for the Lady Dragons. She had it, looked at it, and Kimberling goes to her right quickly, just over the top of the tape. Although it was a fantastic defensive rally from the Pirates, not enough to stifle. Fuller off of the slingshot of the tape and back. Peterson launches long from left to right. 22-19 for the Pirates, wanting to tie it up in the set department on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Peterson attacks on the left, goes off of Beckstead and out. Beckstead tried to set it off into the air high as it was kind of a changeup right in front of her own teammates and bench. And Coach Royer will take a timeout now. We'll come back to you after this. Score 22-20, Westside out in front. Can they hold on to it? We'll find out right after this on 105.5 KACH. 1340 AM.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Welcome back here to the second set, brought to you by Level 10 Life. Currently right now, the Westside Pirates up 22-20, although the ball in the possession of the Lady Dragons. They will serve, trying to get back into this one, wanting to get a two-set lead. Pirates wanting to equal things up. Beckstead will set up in the middle for Lemon. She winds up and launches long out to the left into the bleachers. And you can feel the energy build, a snowball effect for the Dragons. They're down only one after they fought back hard to overcome almost an 8-1 deficit early in this second set. Mariscal gets blocked by Bean and Kimberling on the right side in front of the tower, and we are tied up 22 apiece. Peterson skims the top of the tape. Beckstead on the logo, back sets to her left. Camo taken by Peterson. Kimberling out to the left for Horsley, who has to fall backwards and slap it across. Taken by the Pirates, and a dump set too short for Beckstead. It goes into the tape and down, and now Malad takes the lead 23-22. Roberts receives on the back line. Beckstead out to her left for Mariscal. Kimberling to Horsley, a block and out. Lemon was there, frustrated, as the Dragons have overcome a very, very difficult task, and that is to come back on the Pirates. This is a set point. Roberts receives high off of her forearms. Beckstead in the middle for Lemon, who almost let it hit down onto the hardwood. Kimberling feeds to Horsley on the left. Off of Fuller. Beckstead saves it. And it's into the net off of the over return from Roberts. And the Dragons come back to fight and take it. 25-22 in set number 2. They lead both sets 2-0. Crazy stuff happening here in Malad. Malad. The Dragons taking it 2-0 over Westside, although the Pirates led substantially for the entire game. It's just impressive to see what Malad can do in fighting back. This is a very, very, very good volleyball team. Cannot compliment them enough. All right, we'll come back to you after this on 105.5 KACH for our third set. We'll see if the Pirates can come back and make things a little more interesting right after this on 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
After a long, prolonged pep talk in the huddle from head coach Melinda Royer, the Lady Pirates take out onto the floor. The swapping sides back over to the right side of the gym once again. Roberts will substitute in. Grimm will come and take a seat down here. Camo greeting her on the back row. She'll make her way counterclockwise around the circle here, located on the right side of the court. Now we'll wait for the Malad Dragons to do their substitution. Oglesby will come in and take out Bean. Bean will go ahead and take a seat on the bench. And now we have our lineup and what we're looking for this third set, possibly final set if the Pirates are not able to take this one here. They came out to a big point, an 8-1 lead in the second set, but the Dragons fought back to take that second set, and they lead 2-0 over the Pirates now. Kimberling across the line and taken by Modescall in the back right corner. Beckstead setting up to her left, winding up and in. Oh my goodness. Thought 110% that ball hit inside, but they called it out on the left. I thought it went parallel down the line, but that is the call. Malad serves, and Horsley pushes it to the back right corner. And Mariscal was running to her left. Horsley goes across her hip in the opposite way of Mariscal's momentum, and she hits the corner. 2-0 for Malad. Kimberling to Roberts in the middle. Beckstead will set up Fuller on the right, and she goes to the soft side, dug up by the Dragons. And they're going to call a violation, 2 hits on the Lady Dragons, although bodies flying everywhere and great effort. An illegal hit will give Westside the first points here of the third set. Brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky, world-class jerky in small town USA. A little lefty and a soft one in the underbelly soft spot at the 10-foot line on the left for Malad. Pirates get another one off of Fuller's left hand as the Dragons were rotating. Lemon across the tape. Horsley receives. Kimberling will feed Horsley out to her left again. It's blocked by Grimm and company. Horsley will wind up again. Touched by Grimm, but easily dug up by Fuller. Fuller will attack on her own, and that one off of the fingertips and out. Westside fighting, showing some heart, determination, and grit. They're up by 1, 3-2 here in this third set. Large cheers from the Westside crowd underneath me. Horsley will wind up and have it blocked by Beckstead and Grimm. That's a highlight play, and that comes right back into the Dragons' teeth and down onto the hardwood. Lemon again across and tickles the top of the tape. Left side set up into the middle for the Dragons, and it gets across and dances on the line and falls. After the last touch, it will roll across the tape, I dare say 3 or 4 feet, and then fall out of bounds after last being touched by Britta Grimm and a battle at the tape and the line. This is 2 really good volleyball programs going toe-to-toe. Horsley to Mariscal right inside the key. A left side setup into the middle for Grimm. Touched by the Dragons. Rerouted and out to the left for Peterson. Out it will go. Too far. You feel so much energy and excitement. This is a fun volleyball matchup. I wish you could be here. Save you a seat right next to me to my right. Beckstead over the top and just grazes the tape. Back to Beckstead. Camo sets up Fuller on the left, and that one high up in the air, blocked partially over to Malad. Back over to Westside. Beckstead to Fuller once again, and that one too low and to the left. Slingshots back to her after getting caught up in the net. Briley Oglesby, the sophomore, in the middle, will go across the tape and dug up by Roberts. Beckstead will back set to her teammate Camo, and it was partially blocked. Malad will counterattack, and that one will be dunked back by Britta Grimm. And she gets the full-on shove from Paige Camo. Oh, it looked like a football celebration out there. That was fun. 6-4. For the Pirates on the Les Schwab scoreboard. Touched by Beckstead on the attack from left to right across the face. Out of bounds, and a kill for the Dragons. 1 point lead being nursed by the Pirates. Out of bounds too far after the service error by Izzy Haycock, the freshman. Britta Grimm comes off the court after the substitution. All smiles. Service by Roberts, taken and set up in the middle by Malad, and that hits inbounds, rising above. Kamia Bean, right on the logo. Bean, definitely not the tallest person out there. In fact, one of the shorter players for Malad, but she can definitely get up there high, has the hops. Mariskal comes in off of the rebound off the ceiling, pushed over by Camo. Peterson off balance, up in the air. Horsley to Fuller, again off the top of the ceiling, setting up for Lemon on the left. Soft touch, scooped up by the Dragons. Horsley on the left with an attack and a block by Mariskal and Camo. Horsley again above the front of the line of the Pirates. Side dump by Beckstead, taken again by Malad, a counter attack. Fuller over return, Beckstead to save her. Lemon attacks on her left. Out of bounds. What an awesome rally. Lemon just a hair to the left of the 10-foot line, and then we have a tie ball game, 7-7 apiece. Fuller receives Beckstead, setting up Lemon to the right. She goes long and out. Pirates and company thought it was grazed and touched on the front line. No, says our official. Malad takes the lead, 8-7. Fuller and Mariskal both there simultaneously, and then Lemon again launching long, trying to inch that thing down, trying to side it in. Has not been able to do so in this set currently. 9 serving 7 on the Les Schwab scoreboard. Pirates receive, back set for Mariskal, and she has that one blocked and down. She was off balance, had to throw herself backwards and have that torquing momentum forward off of the right slap, and it's easily blocked and down onto the Pirate hardwood. 3-point lead, 10-7 for Malad, and a timeout taken by Coach Royer. We'll take it as well after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Back into the action now. Pirates bump it over the 10-foot line after receiving from the Malad Dragons. Another huge block from Camo and Mariskal. Soft touch over the top and a diving attempt. Goes backwards off of the bump from Sammy Roberts at the 10-foot line. Malad bumps the lead to 4, 11-7 on our Les Schwab Northern Logan North scoreboard. Beckstead in the middle sets up Mariskal, who just launches above the top of the tape, over the top of the front line and returned back by the Dragons. Beckstead in the middle again for Mariskal, has to come back a step and then just lightly touches it over. Lemon pushes it across, but it's going to be 4 hits on Malad. And some needed points after suffering a little bit of a drought in the middle of this third set. Camo strong arms it 2 inches too far, immediately out the back line in the middle. Ball goes back to the Dragons. Up to serve, Aniston Tavi. No, excuse me, Riley Hammer in the ball game. Beckstead goes into the bleachers, comes back into play, and bumped over by Camo at the 10-foot line. High arcing setup to the left for Horsley, blocked by Mariscal. Horsley again on the left, another block. Horsley a third time. Fuller takes that one, a little over return, pushed over by Beckstead. Dragons able to dig it up though. And 4 hits, 4 attempts, and finally down for Horsley. How many times do the Pirates have to block her on the right side before it's denied? It's just staying up in the air and being well backed up by the second line of the Dragons. 13-9 after the service goes awry out the back line for Hammer. Mariscal, 9 serving 13. Dug up by Horsley on the right. They'll go back to her. Here comes into the middle. Mariscal almost an overreturn, just tipped over by Beckstead. Horsley attacks off the top of the fingertips, dug up by Camo at the 10-foot line. Fuller will go, and it was off balance, and that leads to it flying long, hitting the back wall again. 14-9. Kimberling sends it to Roberts in the middle. Beckstead will set up Fuller on the right side. That's off of the block and out. Off of the huge slap by Rosenquist, it shoots out of bounds into the west side bench. Off the top of the tape and down. You want to say that that is skill, but Lemon has done that twice tonight, where it hits the top of the tape, dies in momentum, and falls down right onto the other side of the court. 11-14. Service error as Lemon can't repeat her magic. 15-11, excuse me. 4-point lead for Malad. Horsley launches it for Mariscal, and Grimm off the tape. Dug up by Oglesby, right side attack, and a huge block by Grimm. Rosenquist met by the arms of Grimm, who just puts it down on an angle immediately onto the hardwood, back to her. Huge points given and taken by Grimm tonight. Beckstead to Oglesby on the back line, and over return, and Grimm, Michael Jordan-esque, launching backwards off of her right foot, right hand forward, puts it down into the middle of the hardwood of the Dragons. Within 2 now, 15-13. 13 serving 15 on the Les Schwab scoreboard. Logan North scoreboard, and an ace for Beckstead. Taken high off of the arms of Horsley. Shoots behind her, and she was the last line of defense. 1 point deficit. Back to Beckstead. Rolling it in her left arms. The L approach high up in the air, across the tape, taken in the back left corner by Horsley. Screaming up is Kimberling to Peterson. Mariscal thought that Beckstead had it. 3 feet in front of her on the far side. And to the right, it goes off of her fingers and out. Rolling out onto the floor is Mariscal. Oglesby to Mariscal in the middle. Beckstead to the left for Fuller. Fuller has that somehow miraculously dug up by the Dragons. I don't know how they did that. Back to Fuller. Dug up once again, but that one too low. And that is 4 hits called on the Dragons. Thought for sure that Britta Grimm had reached over to almost bail them out. But instead, I guess that the Dragons got to it just a hair earlier off of the 4th touch. Horsley receives right at the 10-foot line, back set to the left. A little soft touch from Pickett. Beckstead to Fuller in the middle, long and out. Good momentum, or rather good velocity on the attack, just not the right placement. 17-15 for the Lady Dragons here on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Leading 2-0 over the Pirates, threatening a clean sweep. Grimm, soft over the top of the tape on the right, setting up Peterson, and that one ricocheted off of the block and into Mariscal in the perfect time, pushed over by the Pirates again. Kimberling to Bean, long and out. (16) serving 17. West side to Malad. Roberts to Horsley on the far corner. Back to Peterson. Little dump set, pancake dig by the Dragons. Roberts to Beckstead in the middle. Short set up for Mariscal, and she tickles the top of the tape, goes out, faked it left. Last touch to the right, and we've got a tie ball game once again. Two really good volleyball programs going toe-to-toe here in Malad. Roberts to the back line, Oglesby on the deep squat. Set up to the left for Peterson. She winds up, received by Fuller on the back line. Peterson to Lemon. Nobody behind the front line after the soft roll over the top. Pirates take the lead 18-17. Roberts, left hand, over and taken by Oglesby. Left side, Kimberling will go to the far side for Peterson. Diving dig from Beckstead and punched over by Fuller. Kimberling out to the left for Peterson again, off of the block and out of bounds. I like the contesting of the attack, not giving Peterson or Horsley a clean look, although you will have an occasional time where it will roll off of your fingers and go out of bounds, 18-18. Peterson to Roberts on the far corner, inside to Mariscal. She winds up and it bounces off of Horsley about 3 feet in the air and comes right back down. Back here once again, 19-18 here on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Camo has that one secretly put over to her, wasn't expecting it on the right side. Set up again for Horsley on their left, far and out. 19-19, I believe. Service by Camo into the middle. Right side attack from Horsley. Dug up by Fuller, left side to Lemon. She goes off of the forearms of Peterson and up into the ceiling and down, and it's going to be a timeout taken by the Malad Dragons. I have to fix my scoreboard here. It's at 21-18, Pirates up by 3. Back after this on mylocalradio.com, 1340 AM, 105.5 FM, Preston's Classic Hits.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Back to the third set, a setup for Horsley off of the forehead of Mariscal and out of bounds. Points back to the Lady Dragons. They go to 19. West side still up 21-19 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Right over the top of the tape, Fuller dives to grab it. Beckstead out to the left, pushed over at the 10-foot line by Lemon into the middle. Kimberling to the left for Horsley. Blocked and sent back, and that one off of a Lady Dragon who goes diving into the back to try and save it. That's number 5, Riley Hammer. West side 22-19. They can smell a set victory coming up in just a second. If things go the way that they need to go. I will try and retake my statement there. Beckstead, dump set, down and in. Beckstead finds it, catching the Dragons off guard. 2 points away from taking the third set. Mariscal above her, standing serve, dug up by Horsley in the middle. Kimberling will go back to her on the left. Off of the fingers and down onto the hardwood. When in doubt, bread and butter, Horsley can put it down in a hurry, and she can do it efficiently too. Only a few errors to her name, has only missed a couple times. Out comes Tavi. Tovi? In comes the freshman for the Dragons. Rosenquist gets anxious and attacks at the tape, and it goes out of bounds. Set point coming up for the Lady Pirates, 24-20. Natalie Lemon across the tape and saved by the Dragons. The third time she's tickled the top of the tape, and it's fallen down immediately. Left side attack from Fuller, out. Possession back to the Lady Dragons. They're down by 3. Have to come up with a 5-point swing to take this set and the clean sweep. Horsley just across the tape and an ace. Mariscal comes diving in, and that couldn't have been better placement. Timeout taken by Coach Melinda Royer. Will take it as well as the Pirates lead 24-22 on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Right after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5, 1340 AM, Preston's Classic Hits.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Welcome back here to the game between the Lady Dragons of Malad and the Pirates of Westside. Pirates only need 1 point to take this third set. Dragons trying to come back into it. They're down 22-24. Beckstead will set up to the left for Fuller, and she goes off of the block and out of bounds. Westside takes it in the third set. Not going anywhere, and we'll have another set of volleyball right after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM. Recap there, the Pirates take the third set, 25-22, to force a fourth set of volleyball. Right after this, we'll get to it after these short messages on 105.5 KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Welcome back to our fourth set between the Lady Pirates and the Lady Dragons here in Malad. Malad leads the set department 2-1 over the Westside Pirates. The third set being taken by Westside, 25-22. Really fun atmosphere and a loud crowd here in Malad. A great showing from the Westside faithful right underneath me as I'm located on the upper right quadrant of the volleyball court into the stands in the second level. And we're going to get some more volleyball action. Why not 4 sets of volleyball? Make it 5. 26 seconds before we start our next set here, and we get substitutions. First from Malad. As custom, they'll bring in Briley Oglesby, the defensive libero. Roberts will come in for Grimm. Buzzer sounds, and we get some more action coming up. Mariscal will serve. Now on the left side of the court, across and in, taken by Peterson, almost out of bounds, but taken and pushed over by Rosenquist. Beckstead sets up Fuller on the left, goes across, just out of the outstretched arms of the front line of Malad and down. Westside takes the first points here in our 4th set. Brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest in downtown Preston. Horsley has it rejected and sent back over to Malad. High up in the air at the 10-foot line in the middle. Mariscal receives on the back line, setting up Fuller on the left, off of the fingers. Sound like jam fingers, that is. Counter attack from Horsley, taken in the chest by Mariscal, still up in the air. And we're going to get 2 hits called on the Pirates. 1-1. Kimberling across to Mariscal. It almost goes out of bounds, saved by Lemon as she comes to the right side. Back over to Malad. Kimberling sets up Horsley on the left. Blocked by Lemon. Lemon sends it back. Quick on her toes. Light. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Natalie Lemon gets the block, and then the battle at the tape capitalized into the back left corner by her. 2-1. Off the ceiling on the reception, saved on the dig. A block by Grimm, and she gets it up in the air for Beckstead, feeding out to the left for Fuller, out of bounds. Westside coming alive now. 3 serving 1 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Lemon standing serve into the middle from Horsley. That shoots off to her right, saved by Kimberling and pushed over right in the middle by Rosenquist, off the ceiling. Just a little bit out of position on the rotations from Westside. It comes off the top and down right in front of Beckstead. It would have been 4 hits anyway. Horsley. Received by the Pirates. Blocked on the left on the attack from Fuller. Fuller comes back to it after the rejection, and it goes into the antenna. And our judge there on the far side. Tie ball game once again. 3 apiece. Horsley. Taken by Fuller. Beckstead will feed back to her out on the left. Right side attack off the top of the tape, and that one, although the diving attempt honorable by Kimberling, too slow and too late. A kill by Fuller as it finds its intended mark in the middle. Beckstead, right hand up in the air, over the top. Taken by Horsley. Oglesby to Peterson, long clearance. Back to Westside. In the middle, back set to the right for Camo, too low. Notching things up at 4. Oglesby. Service from the Dragons for Westside in the back left corner. Fuller gets a set up again, soft touch, a dig. Fuller has it over returned to her, and she returns it back in the vacant spot of the defense to the left of the Dragons. Fuller across again, taken by Horsley in the middle and slapped over by her. Grimm caught that one, wedged it in between herself and the net, and then touched it twice. Incredible volleyball programs in the 2A Southeast Idaho conference matchup going back and forth. Roberts takes it on the back line. Beckstead to the left for Mariscal, backed up by Roberts after the block. Tapped over by Grimm. Kimberling feeds to Peterson on the left, launches long and out. Roberts, left hand, over and across. Sliding dig by Peterson, shoots off towards us to the left. Caught by a fan. Good reflexes by that by that older gentleman in the third row. 7-5. Beckstead receives at the 10-foot line, pushed over by Lemon on the far left. In the middle, Kimberling to the left for Peterson. Long and out. (8-5) for the Pirates. Horsley on the left, back over to Kimberling on the right, right side attack in the middle by Bean, out. Off the mark attacks by the Dragons, and head coach Cammie Tripp trying to get them back into the mental state. They're down by 4 now. Kimberling to the left for Peterson, this time dug up off the ceiling and out to the left for Lemon, who just softly touches it over. Kimberling in the middle, Peterson will attack again. Roberts to Beckstead, left side attack from Lemon. That one taken off of the arms of Oglesby. Horsley to Fuller, over return. Smacked down on the tip-in at the tape by Bean. Peterson over for Fuller, right in the middle. Beckstead will go back to Mariscal. Oglesby to Horsley, jumping and out. Slapping it across the court. Out too far. Double digits for the West Side Pirates now. Up 10-6 on the Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Kimberling, bump, set to Horsley, cross court left to right, down in front of Roberts and in. Rosenquist will come in for Oglesby. Hammer, Riley Hammer to serve for the Dragons. Hammer has it taken by Roberts on the left to set up from Lemon, sent right back to the west side portion. A battle by Beckstead, dug up by Horsley. They'll feed her out to the left again. Right-handed dig, and Camo comes screaming in, kind of jumped in front of Fuller, and that's what caused the commotion enough for it to go out of bounds and fall down to the hardwood. Hammer. Taken by Mariscal, shooting out to the left, saved by Beckstead and pushed over right on the left by Roberts. Left side attack from Horsley, in between Fuller and Roberts on the back line and in. Hammer with 3 serves in a row. This is her third. Taken by Fuller, off balance and goes underneath the net on the receive. Tie ball game, 10 apiece, both in the double digits for either team. Hammer on her 4th service, taken by Roberts. In the middle, Beckstead will go short in the middle for Mariscal. Received and slapped over by Horsley. Beckstead side dump, coming up to grab that one, Tovey. Left side attack from Horsley, high up in the air. Pancake dig, not in time by Roberts as it falls down right in between the 10-foot line and the tape. Dragons go up 11-10. Next time out here in the 4th set, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, Preston's Classic Hits.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Soft touch from the middle to the right by Mariscal. And that ties things up 11 apiece. Service from west side over to the Malad Dragons. Pushed over by Rosenquist. Fuller for Roberts. And Roberts breathes a sigh of relief as she attacks, balances on the tape, and falls down after losing momentum. Pirates take the lead, 12-11. Mariscal to serve. Into the middle, taken by Peterson. Kimberly. Left side, Horsley. Out and touched by Beckstead. Fuller launches on the left, and that one's dug up by the Dragons. Horsley touched by Lemon and Beckstead, and that one will stop momentum and the velocity of the ball. It will fall right in front of Mariscal. And down 12-12 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard in our fourth set. Tonight brought to you by Preston Auto Parts, CarQuest. Malad up 2-1 in that category. If they take this set, they'll wrap things up nicely with a bow. If the West Side Pirates take it, we're going into sudden death, fifth and final set. Here, Beckstead dumps it over to Kimberling on the right side. Left side attack from Horsley off the top of the tape, tracking it down. Newton pushed over, back over to West Side, and over return, and Oglesby's got it up in the middle. Reset again, Horsley out on the left, and that one off of Camo, taking it right in the shoulder, falling backwards, and it goes into the stands. Here comes Malad Kimberling. Over and taken. Beckstead will set up Fuller on the left. She loads and launches and down. 13 apiece. I'm telling you, great programs. They're going toe-to-toe. Roberts will come out. In comes Britta Grimm. Natalie Lemon over and across and in, taken by Horsley. Back into the middle. They'll set her up on the left again. Rises and it's blocked, but comes inside Pirate territory, going parallel down the tape, far length away from us. Horsley, serve, taken by Mariscal to Beckstead right on the logo, back set to the right for Grimm. Punches it, and it's reached by Oglesby. Goes out into the padding, the orange and black padding behind her. Toe for toe, 14-14, back again tied. Beckstead, a couple bounces off of the floor. L approach, jumping serve across and into the tape. Not very many tonight for the Pirates, but that is one of the errors that they're trying to avoid. Gives it back to the Dragons. Oglesby across the tape, taken by Roberts on the left. Beckstead to the right for Fuller. Soft touch, diving dig by Kimberling. Peterson pushes it back to the row of Roberts. Fuller off of her forehead, easy clearance back to the Dragons. Oglesby to the left, far out and away, and Peterson has that one dance on the tape. Pushed over by Grimm. Fuller, Kimberling saving it on the out of bounds, back into play. West Side will set up Fuller on the left, out of bounds. 2 points. a hair of a lead for the Dragons in this fourth set, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Oglesby in the middle, launching far out and away. (15-16). Fuller taken by Horsley at the three-point line. Back up for Peterson. She winds up and puts it off the ricochet and down on the left side attack. Pushing it back to 2. Aniston Tovey to serve for the Lady Dragons. Deep squat by Fuller right in the middle. Back set to the right for Camo. That one sent back to the Pirates. Beckstead will go out to the left for Mariscal, who just saves it by going across. Nobody there after the initial bump right in front of the tape. It falls down onto the hardwood of the Dragons. Ball goes over to the Pirates. 16-17. 16 to serve, 17 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Peterson high off of her forearms, back on the back line, and she'll bump that one back over after the pass. Beckstead, short setup in the middle. Left side attack, dug up by Tovey. Punch high up in the air. Beckstead keeps it high, and Camo will clear it for the Pirates. Great rally there. Left side setup for Peterson. In. Great placement, hitting the back line, and it looked like boom. If there was chalk there, you'd see chalk coming up on that back line. Timeout taken by Melinda Royer. They're down 2, 18-16 to the Malad Dragons here in a 2A Southeast Idaho Conference matchup. We'll come back after this on mylocalradio.com, KACH 1340 AM.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
A kill from Horsley out on the left side has the Malad Dragons up 19-16. Inching closer to that win. Hammer sends it over to Beckstead, setting up to the left for Lemon. A block. No, it will go into the net. That's 4 hits on the Pirates. The gap widening here for the Lady Dragons. Peterson to serve by Fuller in the back. Beckstead short set up in the middle for Mariscal and down. Mariscal, happy one hop after she realized it, goes right down onto the hardwood from left to right. Paige Camo. Side toss, curve ball, left set up for Horsley. A block and down. Natalie Lemon and Lainey Beckstead teaming up for the double block. Camo, sinker, dug up. Left side attack from Horsley. That one's touched by the Pirates and inbounds. 21-18 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard for the Malad Dragons. Fun student section. They've got some pretty fun cheers here in Malad. They're excited. Good support for the volleyball team out here. Hammer sends it to west side, an attack from Mariscal off of the cheek of Peterson. And a lift double hit call on Fuller. 22-18 for the Dragons. Hammer to Roberts. Mariscal, left setup for Lemon. Dragons are there, and a left side setup for Horsley. Off of Fuller and out of bounds. It shoots behind her. Getting an inching closer. The Dragons 2 points away from winning this matchup against the Pirates. Fuller receives in the middle. Beckstead will go back across her body to Mariscal. High dig and up into the air. Left side attack from Horsley. Off of Fuller and down. Match point coming up for the Dragons. One more. 24-18. Dragons will serve. Hammer will do the honors. High up in the air, in the middle, taken by Fuller, and Beckstead just has to push it across as it was an over return. Left side for Horsley. Roberts off of the ceiling and down, and that's it. Dragons take the victory against the West Side Pirates, hand them their first loss of the season in conference play, out of tournament play, that is. West Side will go 5-1 on the year, and the Dragons will bump up to 6-4 in a big one against a conference opponent. Final set in the fourth, 25-18 for Malad. Thank you to all of our sponsors that make this possible. We'll come back to you in just a second for our post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Immediately after this, talk a little bit about the adjustments, what we saw, and how to improve moving forward and get ready for the game on Saturday against the Indians of Preston and the Eagles of Marsh Valley. Back after this on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM. Westside Pirate Volleyball, Preston's classic hits.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Welcome back to the Ralph's Construction post-game show. Today, your final score, the Malad Dragons will take down the Westside Lady Pirates in volleyball in a 2A Southeast Idaho Conference matchup, 3-1. Although I felt as though it was a little bit closer. Malad looking really sharp out there. They looked good off of some great performances by the outside hitter specifically. Hallie Horsley. Bean got in there. Peterson was also a big part of it, and Oglesby received so many balls tonight for the Malad Dragons. Your final score again, Malad takes it against the Westside Pirates 3-1, the first conference loss for the Pirates on the year. They go to 5-1, and the Dragons will go to 6-4. So we'll come back after this and talk a little bit about our post-game stats, brought to you by Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency. Brittany and Braden Smith here to help you protect the things which matter most in Preston. Cannot recommend them enough. They are fantastic people that care about you. They know the way of life in the Franklin County area, and they can help you with custom insurance plans that are affordable to help you stay safe and protect the things that matter most. Right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back to the postgame show brought to you by Ralph's Construction. The Lady Pirates will fall to the Malad Dragons tonight in a conference matchup, 3-1. Now time for our Farm Bureau Insurance postgame stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency of Preston. Brittany and Braden Smith here to help you protect the things which matter most here in the Franklin County area. Abby Fuller will end the night with 17 kills. These are shorthand, by the way. Do not quote me on these statistics whatsoever. Abby Fuller with 17 kills on the night. Lainey Beckstead with 5 of her own. Britta Grimm with 7 blocks and a few kills to add to her name. Natalie Lemon leads the team in aces with 4, and Sara Mariscal with 8 kills of her own. Our player of the game tonight is going to go to Britta Grimm. She added so much energy and momentum and fire with her blocks tonight. 7 huge ones that I can recollect off the top of my head all throughout the sets tonight. It was fantastic to see her, a sophomore coming in. She's going to get our player of the game. Have a good one tonight. All of you that tuned in to listen to us on our broadcast, our audio-only broadcast tonight, as there was no video. We will have video on Saturday when the Lady Westside Pirates take on the Indians and the Eagles at Preston High School in the middle of the afternoon on Saturday. First matchup, I believe, is scheduled for 11 between the Indians and the Eagles. They'll have the first one, and then Westside will then play Marsh Valley and then Preston immediately after that to end the weekend. Thank you so very much for tuning in once again. This is Cody Olsen signing off here in Malad, saying thank you, and as always, go Pirates.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without